Hey guys, today I wanted to present you my ranking of popular 4th gen girl groups. I judge the group as a whole, not individual members. I take into account criteria such as concept, vocal line, rap line, originality, music video, music in general. The groups that I will represent to you are New Jeans, (G)I-DLE, AESPA, IVE, LE SSERAFIM, NMIXX and EVERGLOW. I hope you will like the video. Enjoy! When it comes to New Jeans, it's hard for me to be objective because their music doesn't appeal to me too much. There is definitely a downside to the rap line here, which is practically non-existent in this band. Of course, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Not every K-pop band needs to rap. But I don't think I can rate it that high for vocally undemanding songs. Of course, the girls don't fake it live, but they don't have the best vocals in the industry either. It's definitely better when it comes to choreographies because they are memorable and light. I also see that the girls have dancing skills and feel good on stage. When it comes to stage presence, I have no big objections. The girls are doing great. The music videos are nice, especially for ASAP and Ditto, aesthetic and fresh. But the music itself is definitely too calm and there are too few instruments for me to rate it higher, and in fact this is the most important thing in the band. As you can see, my final rating considering all the criteria is 5/10. I couldn't lower it because of the girls' skills, or raise it by looking at the music itself. (G)I-DLE is objectively one of the best 4th girl groups in every way. Miyeon, Yugi, Minnie have very good vocals. Downright great. Their voices are very different, but that adds charm to their music. Objectively the best vocalist is Miyeon, but personally I can't choose which vocal I like the most. When it comes to the rap line, objectively, you can't have any objections, really. Soyeon is one of the best rappers in K-pop. It is debatable whether they are better or not, but what is certain is that this is one of the better ones. The choreographies are memorable, and especially after Soojin's departure, they become a TikTok trend. I guess that's a good thing since it's part of marketing. It works. Stage presence as usual could be better, but it's very fine. My only complaint is the fact that the girls do not visually match each other. You know, it's kind of like each of them is from a different group. But overall it has to be said that before Soojin, now Shuhwa have a great stage presence. Their concept of POHWAA has changed, it has become more entertaining. Personally I'm a fan of their older songs, but the current one is bop. Music videos have always been creative. When it comes to music, I think it has unfortunately changed for the worse. Especially in terms of B-sides. Before their whole albums were very careful. The songs had more meaning, but I can see the positives in their current music. Is more memorable and maybe more powerful? I'm sure their music is still very good and I appreciate it very much. As you can see, the overall rating is 9.5/10. I think the girls deserve recognition. As you can see, I rated aespa high in vocals. I don't care about the amount of playbacks at their concerts. There are few singers like Ningning and Winter. They make great high notes. Karina has a stable voice and a nice timbre. Giselle as a sub-vocalist is also doing great. They have a very strong vocal line. When it comes to rap, you can argue because Giselle as a rapper has less skills than, for example, Soyeon, but I personally like her timbre of voice better. In my opinion, Giselle could show more in songs than she does now. SM definitely gives her too few rap lines, that's why there is such an effect. Karina is also good at rap, so we have 2 good female rappers in the team. Nice result. I have some reservations about the choreography. Apart from Black Mamba, they are kind of awkward and don't fit the songs. They are memorable but could be better. It may also be related to the stage presence which, as you can see, I rated grossly low. But let me explain. I think most of the girls' performances look awkward like most SM groups. The label should spend more time training on this. Giselle and Winder think they should practice this a bit more. When it comes to the concept and its originality, unfortunately, something has drastically changed. Just as before their sound and sci-fi concept was perfect for me. Now I have the impression that SM is modeling the group on current trends. That's why there are such drastic differences in ratings. Their songs before were amazing, original and breathtaking. Now they are boring, free and nothing like what they used to be. aespa used to be my favorite group, but unfortunately I can't say that now. As you can see earlier, I would rate them 10 out of 10. Now my rating is 4/10. How badly did something have to go wrong for me to take this step? When it comes to IVE, the first thing that catches my eye is the big vocal differences of the girls. Personally, I feel weird when I hear the difference between Wonyoung and Yujin voice and Liseo or Gale. Like, okay, I'm not saying they have a terrible voice. The difference is just very noticeable. And skills. Starship could focus on vocal training, but looking at the stability of the voice live, it is very good. IVE is a good team in this regard. They combine dancing and singing quite well, and I appreciate them. Their rap line could be more developed because rap in their songs is barely visible. In my opinion, Ray has the greatest potential as a rapper, so she can be trained in it. I think girls generally don't have much experience in rap, so I didn't rate it too high. I think the choreography looks great. They are quite complex but memorable. I don't have any complaints about them except that they do look a bit overwhelming at times. But I really have nothing to complain about. When it comes to stage presence, I have no big reservations either. Maybe the only difference is the difference between some of the members and the fact that some stand out more than the rest. Shine more on stage and the rest are in the shadows. I don't know, maybe it's normal and doesn't require any comments. When it comes to their concept, it does not stand out from typical K-pop bands. But it has something unique about it that we associate IVE with. As you know, their concept is based on love or something. Their lyrics are based around it. Their music videos are often quite creative, but they lack some claw. It's the same with their music. Personally, it doesn't bother me too much, but these aspects just make them never my favorite group. Their songs sound a bit like radio broadcasts, but there are also some pluses because a lot of people like them for that. As you can see, I rate IVE at 7.2/10 because I think that as a group they are great and harmless, but it's still not enough to call them a phenomenon. Honestly, LE SSERAFIM is currently one of my favorite groups. Yes, I know a lot of people have reservations about their vocals. But like IVE, I see big differences between skills in the team. Yeonjin definitely has a lot of skill, but Sakura and Yoonchae, for example, need training in my opinion. LE SSERAFIM live a little worse than IVE, but that's HYBE's fault, not the girls. Personally, I'm of the opinion that LE SSERAFIM's voice is definitely better than the girls from IVE. It's just that some members still need training, and it's not too late for that. When it comes to the rap line, I really want to train Sakura in this aspect. I think her voice fits the rap lines best. I also see great potential in Yeonjin. Their choreographies are iconic and say boss bitch energy. Juxtaposed with their stage presence, which is at a high level, it looks epic. Definitely their choreographies and overall image I like the most of all the previously mentioned groups. Their MVS for Unforgiven and Entrée Fragile are phenomenal. B-sides are also often of a great quality, better than the title tracks of some groups. I think that despite slight shortcomings in vocals, LE SSERAFIM deserve a high rating because of the very idea of the group and the music. As you can see, I rate the activities of the group 9.2/10 because I think there are still things to be done. But if not, it would be perfect. We can't argue that NMIXX have the strongest vocal line in K-pop right now, so my opinion doesn't surprise anyone. This group literally doesn't have a single member with a bad vocal. They also have the best singer in K-pop, Lily. They all sing objectively well and have good voices. In general, the members of this group are such all-rounders. I have no complaints about the rap line. Kyunjin and Jiwoo have great skills. In addition, they can sing. Their choreographies were complex and intricate from the start. They resemble the choreos of most boy bands. Overall, the group is on a very high level. Their stage presence is also at a high level. Even if some member, like Lily, is a bit worse at it, it's still not noticeable due to the other skills of the girls. I have some reservations about the concept. Their experimental, with which they debuted, was innovative and brought freshness to K-pop. Unique. Now unfortunately JYP changed their concept with their recent comebacks. I see a similar case here to S. As before I would give them 10 out of 10 in this category, now I can't. But their music videos still look pretty cool. They're definitely worse than before, but they're not terrible. The music has also changed for the worse because songs like Party O'Clock or Roller Coaster don't start up and are not interesting like for example Dice and will never match them. Unfortunately, JYP destroyed the whole group. I'm afraid that it can't be fixed anymore. Everglow in general, let's face it, they are epic. All their title tracks so far haven't let me down. Overall this group is phenomenal OPJJ. But let's get to the vocals. Mia and Sehyun are great singers. Aisha and EU are good but not that good. But damn, my biggest reservation about this is Onda and Yirin. because their voices are really behind compared to the rest of the girls. Generally Everglow have a good vocal line, a lot of them are sung by Mia and Sidian, so the songs sound phenomenal. Even though YEUWA should train owned in Yirin in vocals, it's still not that noticeable in my opinion. It could be better in this respect, but it's not bad. With rap it's really good. Maybe it's not objectively as good and fast as Soyeon or Jennie, but it sounds so bad as. EU and Aisha have really good and distinctive vocal timbres that match the rap lines. Their image is also well thought out by the label in this aspect. Both girls rap quite fast and they never let me down in this respect. I rate rap from Everglow very positively. When it comes to dancing, I have no right to complain. Choreos are complex, satisfying and beautiful. Ladida's choreography is one of the best in K-pop, and Everglow are objectively good dancers. Definitely Mia, EU and Onda are the best in this in my opinion. Stage presence has no right to be a weakness of this group, because it consists solely of good dancers and good choreographies. Maybe Sidian could work on her facial expression a bit. Definitely Mia and Aisha are such eye-catching in the band, and it shows on stage too. Overall, I don't have many complaints here. Their concept is definitely their big asset, and you can see that they stick to it with every comeback despite small changes. As you know, it's something between retro and futuristic concept, which comes out very interesting, and of course it makes the sound of the songs very dynamic. I like the dark colors in their music videos. I record this before their current comeback, so I hope in my heart that they won't disappoint me, in my opinion. Their music videos and vibe in general stands out very much from other groups and current trends. In general, I assess the visual aspect of their music videos and the concept very positively. Except that the video for first could be a bit more subsidized, but okay. As you can see, I rate their music very highly, as much as 9.6/10. That would be all for today. If you disagree with my ranking, be sure to let me know in the comments. I leave you an open field for discussion. Bye guys, see you later.